Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services. Let us discuss today the Hindu newspaper of Delhi edition. We'll see the important topics of the day. Indian agency gets gear from Pegasus River. The context here, an Indian defense agency has been purchasing equipment from an Israeli spyware firm that is being billed as a potential Pegasus alternative. So, what is the question comes in mind? The firm, name called Cognite Software Limited, faces a class attention lawsuit from the United States of America. Journalists, families of opposition, descendants, human rights activists, and around the world, many important personalities are manipulated and the relevant information are comprising their device and accounts. So already there was a problem against that particular company. So now what exactly the add-on information that we must understand? Let us have a look. So why Indian Defense Agency wanted to purchase this equipment? Because in our Indian agency, there is no equipment that can monitor endpoint communication device such as smartphones. Endpoint communication device such as smartphones. So this have been supplying the computer gear to Signal Intelligence Directorate, which comes under our defense. Okay, so the Cognite Software Limited that we are purchasing computer gear to the Signal Intelligence Directorate, SID. So this is the exact context. What exactly the rival of this Pegasus? We need to know about this Pegasus spyware. This Pegasus spyware, it's a type of malicious software designed to get access of devices, mobile devices or laptop without the knowledge of the users. This particular Pegasus developed by Israeli NSO group, which was set up in the year of 2010. Earlier, there was an issue in the year of 2016, the term called spear phishing. The spear phishing, which used to send the text messages or emails that trick a target into clicking on a malicious link. Once they click the link, then automatically they start exploiting their informations. That become the problem. So now this Pegasus is a threat for the personal information that can be influenced. So that is a concern. These are all the important points that we need to know under this particular article. Let us see the next important article. The takeaways from the United Nations World Water Conference. This topic comes under your General Studies 3, Environment and Ecology, and very important topic also. GS3 comes under your Environment and Ecology. So what is in news? The United Nations convened the World Water Conference in the year of 2023. From March 22 to 24, the first ever UN conference on fresh water in almost 50 years. It held in the context of serious environmental issues. If you see, Anwar Sadat is a senior assistant professor in international law, specializing in environmental law of the Indian Society of International Law in New Delhi. So this person is the author of this particular article which is providing what are all the takeaways that we need to take from the United Nations World Water Conference. So, some points that we need to take it for our value added, and it is very important for us as well. So, what exactly the recent report says? See, Water for Sustainable Development in the year of 2018 to 2028, the United Nations recognized the urgent need for action given that we are not on track. See, as per the Sustainable Development Goal 6 related to the water, from 2018 to 2028, the United Nations clearly recognized that the urgent need of action that given under the SDG for water, remember it is not on track. So what exactly that SDG relate to the water? Ensuring availability and sustainability management of water and sanitation for all. This is the exact report given by the United Nations under this water conference. So we need to know value added here. What is mean by this water conference? Water conference. See, water sector is a prone to fragmentation. Why we used to call it is prone to fragmentation? Because whenever the water issue comes, that problem become local, polluted, or area is often flooded. So for overcome that particular issue, we need local solutions. We need local solutions. So the problem is mobilizing the globally for local problems. So how we need to mobilize globally. For that purpose, United Nations Water Conference was held in the year of 1977. There they come up with a global action plan. So all peoples, irrespective of whatever stage of development in terms of their socio and economic condition, they entitled to get their right to access of drinking water. So they'll come up with this particular right to access of drinking water for all the people irrespective of their socio and economic condition. This is the exact idea related to the water conference. Now, what are the current challenges that we are facing? Because as per the report by United Nations, it is not on the track means definitely there will be a situation. What are the current situation that we are facing? The current situation that we are facing, funding. See, extending the service to understand the populations definitely need more funding. So first problem that we are facing or challenge we can take it is that is funding. Then access versus sustained access. Getting access for the quick time is okay, but what about sustained access? Sustained access means prolonged time that we need to get access of the drinking water. To fulfill this become a challenge. Then failed project. Failed project. See, these failed projects also are the reason because of the groundwater level is less or it is contaminated water, then it is not possible for any water project can be successful. And agriculture pumping for the usage of agriculture, we are pumping the groundwater. So definitely the final challenge that we are facing is about the policy changes. But in particular, the agriculture. The agriculture policy should be changed so that it is easy for us to have a idea related to the pumping groundwater level. So there should be an alternate or change in the agriculture policy by the politicians. So now, what are the key commitments take away from the United Nations conference? The takeaway, the first takeaway is voluntary committees. Around 713 committees come up with the commitments. So many countries, donors, NGO, etc., all these people come up with their voluntary commitment to make sure the water security. So India also committed around 50 billion US dollar to improve the rural drinking water under the Jal Jeevan mission. Apart from that, technological aspects. Under this technological aspects, there is a lot of innovation in the wastewater treatment. So proposal on a proper water management system using the technological aspect. Then knowledge sharing. See, knowledge sharing is also more relevant to this because we need to make sure accelerating the cross learning process in terms of the water management. So knowledge sharing related to the water management is also one of the important takeaway. W12 plus blueprint. What is this W12 plus blueprint? UNESCO platform using all the cities they can host the profile and address water scarcity challenge. The last one is about Water for Women Fund. Water for Women Fund. See, there should be a mechanism. That mechanism come up with more effective and sustainable water and sanitation to provide hygiene outcomes of the women. So all these things were considered to be the takeaway from the United Nations Water Conference. So these are all the important areas that we need to focus related to the topic. Then going forward to the next important topic. Okay, Mulayam Mahalabis gets Batma Vibhushan honor posthumously. Posthumously means receiving award behalf of the dead person. After the death, they'll give the award. So it is small article only, but most of us are not knowing what kind of awards that we do have and who decides that and what type of awards and what is the hierarchy. In this particular article, in short, you must have that complete information related to the awards. So Batma Vibhushan was given to the former United Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Mul- Mulayam Singh for the purpose of his contribution to the Defense Ministry, and he is a like long-term parliamentarian as well. And later, Mahalabis, his work on ORS, oral rehydration solution. So we need to have the proper information related to this Batma Awards. So first and foremost, the highest civilian award of our country is Bharat Ratna. Bharat Ratna is the highest civilian award. It is awarded in the exceptional service or performance of the highest order in the country in any field of human endeavor. Remember, the number of Bharat Ratna award is restricted a maximum three in a particular year. In a particular year, the number of this award is restricted to only three. Remember that, and it was given for the service and performance in any field of human endeavor, and it is considered to be the highest civilian award. So next, Batma Awards. This Batma Awards constituted in the year of 1954. This was announced every year on the occasion of Republic Day, our day. So far 1978, 1979 and 1993 to 1997 there was a interruption, which means no awards given. So as I told you the hierarchy, second Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri. So Padma Vibhushan given in the exceptional and distinguished services. Distinguished services of higher order for distinguished service. So Bharat Ratna is the first place, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri. Okay, so who decides this award? Who decides this award? To provide these awards, there was a committee appointed by the Prime Minister every year. That committee known as Batma Award Committee. Batma Award Committee. This committee headed by the Cabinet Secretary, Home Secretary, Secretary to the President, 4 to 6 eminent person as a members. So all these people used to provide their recommendation as a list for this particular Batma award. That recommendation used to submit in front of the Prime Minister and the President of India for the approval. After the approval only, the list was announced. So remember, so far around 45 Batma awards conferred, and this year, the Batma awards for 53 eminent personalities. So make sure if any awards comes related to the highest civilian or civilian awards, you must understand all this category and these information. Next article, lumpy skin disease led to stagnation in milk production, says center. Okay, so this article comes under your GS2 health. Why it is in news? See, the center is foreseeing the stagnation in the milk production and possible scarcity of ghee and butter. Remember, stagnation in milk production and also possibility of scarcity in terms of ghee and butter as an impact of the lumpy skin disease LSD that took the lives about around 1.89 lakh cattle in India. What is meant by foreseeing? It is like prediction. About stagnation means lack of activity, or we can call lack of growth or lack of development. Scarcity means it is going to be demand. So now this is in the context of the news. What exactly we need to understand here? So the center is like predicting lack of development in terms of milk demand in our country. And most probably, India is going to witness the scarcity in terms of ghee and butter because of the lumpy skin diseases that took lives of around 1.89 lakh cattle. So, what is this LSD? LSD means lumpy skin disease. Okay, this disease caused by infection of cattle, caused by infection of cattle or water buffalo with previous LST. Okay, so the LST first seen as an epidemic disease in Zamibia in the year of 1929. So this is the place where it was found. How this particular disease got transmitted? The transmission is happening, the spread between the animals, spread between the animals by biting insects such as mosquitoes and fleas, biting fleas. So spreading between the animals. So what are the symptoms if the disease comes to the animals? Fever, fluid exertion from nose and eyes, blisters in the body. Blisters means like this in the body. Okay, saliva from mouth. So all these considered as the symptoms. See, the animals, if got the symptom means stop eating and faces problem while chewing or eating. That resulted in reduce the milk production. That is the reason the 4C by the center, it is going to be scarcity of ghee and butter and also stagnation in the milk demand. So what is the treatment for this particular disease? Under the vaccination program, Livestock Health and Disease Control Program of India, it is providing the vaccination. No specific anti-drugs was there here, but the vaccination can be only solution. So this information is confined for your topic. So next part. So four important topics we discussed in the comprehensive way. Now I'm going to tell you what are the other topics that you can focus for the day and where you can give more importance. Let us start from the home page. As we discussed the first article related to the Pegasus, and one more article also you need to read for the day, which comes under your General Studies 2. Supreme Court says critical views on government policies, not anti-establishment. So there was a ban imposed over the Media One channel from Kerala in the language of Malayalam. So the Supreme Court come up with the lifting the telecast ban on Malayalam channel. So what exactly the context here is about right to person's liberty, life and profession. So make sure that this article will help you to understand what is the context of this right to life, liberty and profession. Then High Court orders translocation of wild tusker Arikompan to Parambikulam Reserve. So you need to know about this Parambikulam Reserve comes under your GS3 Environment and Ecology. Okay, so just read this particular article so you'll get an information related to Parambikulam Tiger Reserve. And read this article, A Long View of South Asian Drama. So, the characteristics of the South Asian politics clearly mentioned here about all the South Asian countries, what is the exact contemporary, politics is happening and how India, is performing in the South Asian. The NPCI new circular on levy charges. 2000 rupees above means from April 1st, 1.1 percentage is charge is going to impose. So you need to know about what exactly the article is stating about. Russian envoy prices India's deeper understanding of the Ukraine crisis at trade meet. Just read this article, comes under your GS2 international relations. Government introduces aquaculture bill. So just know what is this aquaculture bill in the year of 2023. It was introduced this year. So what are all the provisions comes under this particular bill? Just a gist only you need to read under your general studies 2, polity and constitution. Not declaring deletion in textbook and oversight, says head of NCRT. So National Council of Educational Research and Training, that particular body, like now they changed some kind of content in the textbooks related to that, what all the argument is happening. You can read this, comes under your GS. Services PMI signals slowdown in sectors growth in March. So just read. It is talking about your growth. So purchasing management index. So what exactly it is and what is the reason behind the slowdown in the month of March? You read this article, it will be interesting for you. So for the day, these are all the important topics that you need to give a focus and attention while reading your newspaper and have a proper information whatever the topic we discussed in comprehensive way. So let us see tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.